Happy day, myself Shakti Bavadarani, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Application. In this video, we will be learning the topic Digital Payment Risk, Fraud Prevention and RBI Guidelines in the course name Introduction to Cybersecurity. Chapter objective. After completing this chapter, student will be able to understand digital payment risk, identify common digital payment frauds, explain previ- preventive security measure, and also will get a knowledge about RBI guidelines for secure digital payment and apply safe digital payment practice. Introduction. The growth of digital payment system has significantly transformed financial transaction by enabling quick, convenient, and secure payment mechanism. However, the increased use of digital technology has also created opportunity for cyber criminals to exploit users and system. For fraudulent activities in digital payment platforms are becoming increasingly and affect individual, business, and financial institutions. So, understanding the common digital payment fraud is essential to minimize the risk and improve the security awareness. So, the common digital payment frauds we have majorly five types. They are phishing fraud, QR code fraud, OTP frauds, then identity theft and card swimming. First, let's look at fraud. So, what is phishing? Phishing is one of the most frequently occurring digital payment frauds. Fraud sends emails, text messages, or social media link pretending to prevent trusted organizations such as banks or payment service provider. The purpose is to trick the user into revealing sensitive information such as username, password, credit card numbers, or account detail. For example, a user may receive a message stating that their bank account have been blocked and immediate action is required. The message often contains a link to a fake website that resembles the original bank website. Once user enter their credential, the information is captured by the cyber criminals. So the effects of this type is unauthorized access to the bank account, financial losses, identity theft, and data compromise. Next is QR code fraud. So QR code based transactions have been increasingly popular because of their convenience. However, cyber criminals exploit this feature by creating the fake QR code. Fraud send QR code to users and safely claim that scanning them will allow money to be received. In reality, scanning and authorizing the QR code initiate a payment from the user's account rather than receiving money. Example, a seller on an online platform claimed to transfer payment through a QR code. When the buyer scans it, the money is detected instant. The next is OTP fraud. So OTP stands for one time password, serves as an additional security layer for online transaction. However, attackers use social engineering techniques to obtain OTP from user. Frauds often customer service representatives, bank employees, or technical support staffs and request OTP detail for account verification purpose. Once the user reveals the OTP, the unauthorized transaction can be performed. The effect are financial loss, account misuse, unauthorized purchase. The next type is identity theft. Identity theft occur when cyber criminals steal personal information such as Aadhaar detail, PAN number, bank credential, credit or debit card details. So the stolen identity is being then used to conduct fraudulent financial activities. The consequences include unauthorized loan, illegal transactions, and the financial reputation damage. The next type is card scheming. So, this involves placing the hidden devices on ATM or point of sale terminal to capture the card detail. The device reads information stored in the card's magnet strip and may record the user's PIN through hidden camera. So the preventive measures for digital payment security. The increase in cyber fraud necessity the implementation of strong preventive measure. Security can be improved through technological safeguard and user awareness. So the best practice is using the strong password, user creating the awareness among the users, two-factor authorization, secure internet access, then irregular monitoring and install antivirus softwares, then the safe digital payments. So the first one is strong password management. User should create a strong password consisting of uppercase letters, lowercase letters, numbers, and special characters. Weak password can be easily guessed by the attackers. So here I have provided the example of weak password, that is 12345, which only includes the number, whereas a strong password will include the lowercase, uppercase, and the numbers, and also it will include some special characters. As I have described, this as I have shown, Digi at Paid 2026, this claims to be a strong password because it include uppercase letter, lowercase letter, and a special character followed by the numbers. So this is one of the way to prevent the um, preventive measures for digital payment security. The next is two-factor authentication, 2FA. So this two-factor authentication provides an additional security layer beyond the password, which contains something the user know, that is the password, and also something the user possess, which is the OTP or some mobile authentication. So the figure represents the two-factor authentication process. First, the user has to enter the username and password, followed by the system will generate the OTP. Then the user should enter the correct OTP. Thus, the authentication is successful. This is one of the way for two-way factor authentication. The next is secure internet practice, which is avoid public Wi-Fi internet. Public Wi-Fi networks are often unsecured and can be monitored by attackers. Should use secure password network, enable VPN services, avoid financial transactions on public internet connection. Then the next is transaction monitoring. So the regular monitoring of transaction should be there. Checking the transaction history helps identify the suspicious activity quickly. The user should enable the SMS alerts, check bank statements regularly, that is monitoring of bank statements, report unusual transactions immediately, and also reviewing the transaction history, which again comes under monitoring the bank statement. And also we can install some antiviruses and security updates. Antivirus software protect the system attack against the malware and unauthorized access. Recommended practices include updating the operating system regularly, installing the security patches, avoiding the unknown, applications. And also, we can keep user awareness programs like the digital literacy program educates the user about cyber fraud techniques, safe online behavior, and the secure transaction practice. RBI guidelines for digital payment security. The Reserve Bank of India regulates the payment system and ensures secure digital transaction across the country. RBI continuously updates guidelines to strengthen payment security and protect the customer. So the first one is the customer protection against unauthorized transaction. RBI has introduced a customer protection policy that defines the liability in unauthorized transaction. Customers should have zero liability under certain conditions. Limited liability if reported within a specified time. Responsibility if negligence is involved. Then the next is the RBI security measure two-factor authentication. RBI mandates additional authentication for electronic transactions to reduce fraud. Benefit includes improved transaction security, reduced unauthorized access, increased customer trust. Then the next is cybersecurity framework. Cybersecurity framework for bank. Bank and financial institutions are required to establish strong cybersecurity system including the security monitoring system, risk management mechanism, regular security audits. Then the next is real-time fraud management or the risk monitoring. The RBI encourages banks to implement advanced fraud detection system using artificial intelligence, which include machine learning and data analytics techniques. These techniques analyze the transaction patterns and identify the anomalies. Then the next is grievance redressal mechanism. RBI provides mechanism for resolving the customer complaints including failed transaction, unauthorized payments and banking disrupts. Customer may report complaints through bank customer service online complaint portal and RBI. Then we should have awareness campaigns. RBI regularly conduct the awareness campaign promoting safe digital payment practice. The campaign objectives include educating the customers, preventing cyber fraud, improving digital literacy. So the example is Safe Bank campaign, digital security awareness program, customer education initiative. So to conclude this chapter, digital payment technology has transformed the financial landscape and improved transaction efficiency. However, the increasing dependency on digital platform has also introduced a significant security risk. Fraud techniques such as phishing, QR code fraud, OTP fraud, and scheming continues to threaten user and organization. Preventive measures including strong password, two-factor authentication, secure internet practice, and regular digital awareness can reduce the vulnerability significantly. Furthermore, RBI plays an essential role in ensuring secure payment ecosystem through regulation, cybersecurity framework, and customer protection mechanism. As technology continues to evolve, combining advanced security technologies with effective regulation and user awareness will be essential for establishing a secure and trustworthy digital payment environment. Thank you all. Thank you so much.